Welcome to the Affordable DC Generator YouTube channel. In this video we're going to discuss portable generators and each application and where a DC generator fits in. Now starting off with the typical portable unit that you see here, these are what you're going to find at a big box store, and this is what most people have for emergency situations. Now even though these offer great capacity for the money, they're going to run at the same exact speed no matter what. So that means 3,600 RPMs whether you're plugging in a light bulb or a refrigerator and a well pump, does not matter. And so what this means is that you're going to have lots of noise and fuel consumption even if you're not using all of that capacity. The other problem is that they're not so portable. So a unit like this is going to require 2 people to lift up, which means it needs to be transported for any kind of service work. The other situation is that any kind of major malfunctions are typically cost prohibitive for fixing the unit. So they're kind of considered a throwaway item outside of basic maintenance and repairs. Now what's in front of me is the Affordable DC Generator fully assembled kit with the engine and alternator and a Honda 2000. Now this is pretty much considered to be an industry standard inverter generator and what really everybody's trying to clone out there. And this generator is about 2,000 watts, there's a newer 2,200 watt model, and the retail is about $1,000 plus or minus depending on where and when you buy them. Now let's talk about the differences between these two. They do share similar form factor, weight, and size, but this one is an AC generator, which means you can plug direct loads from your house or any kind of tools and equipment that you have into this generator. The nice thing about this inverter generator is that if you start off with a small load, this generator only idles. Now as you increase the load, it's going to pick up its engine speed to match the load that you have on it, which is great. It saves fuel, it's nice and quiet. This is my own personal generator, and I use this everywhere out in the field, especially when I need to run something like an angle grinder or any kind of AC power tool. Now the portable Honda inverter generators are truly a great product. They're versatile, they're 120 volts, they have great capacity, they don't burn a lot of fuel, and they're super quiet. But the downside is that if I want to run DC accessories off of this, I'm limited to 12 volts and only a couple of amps, so they're really not geared for DC circuitry. The other problem is the price. You're at $1,000 just for one of these units. Now, another situation is that if you have a boat or an RV, you're going to run accessories straight off the AC circuitry, but to charge your batteries, you're still going to use a charge controller. Now, if you go to a DC generator, you can go through your battery bank and use your inverter that's already on board using a much cheaper generator. The other problem with this unit is that anything that fails inside the unit is going to be catastrophic. So the inverter assembly or the alternator assembly that's inside, we're talking a few $100s to replace, which obviously becomes a throwaway item at that point. This is where the Affordable DC Generator kit comes in. I have multiple options, so I can go all the way from 6 to 48 volts on the alternator side. I'm still getting a great Honda GC160 engine. I have lots of maintenance built into this, so I can change my belt or my alternator very quickly in the field, and all of this is very inexpensive. The Affordable DC Generator is a great option if you have anything that's battery based. So that means large equipment, vehicles, trucks that have a single or double battery in them, or maybe you have a battery bank and maybe an off-grid situation, or a boat or RV. The DC generator coming in under $600 fully assembled, so the kit, the engine, and an alternator is still 2/3 the price of the EU2000. Everything is serviceable, which means you can swap the alternator out for a different voltage, or for example, if you had an alternator failure, you're not locked into replacing the entire unit or something very expensive. We can just simply get a new alternator, put it on in just a couple of minutes, and you're back in service. That also means you can carry spares that are very affordable. Check out my website, affordabledcgenerators.com. There you can find more information on the Junior Kit. Thanks for watching.